Hey family, so I am a huge book reader, right? I've always been this way. And in reading all of these books, I learned so many lessons. So I'm going to share with you 11 lessons that I've learned that have made the rich, wise, and successful. Lesson number 1, we get out of life what we think we deserve. A lot of our lives is spent in the same pattern, doing the same things over and over and over again. And a lot of this is because we allow our past to dictate our future. But family, when you start to do the things that other people are not willing to do, then you tend to get the things that other people are not willing to get. And that's the very point, family, where you start to feel like you are so deserving of so much more. And I learned just in my own life that you will never exceed your own self-worth. Lesson number 2, do the things other people are not willing to do. Take that leap, right? Take that risk. Go for it. Accomplish that goal. Do the thing that is outside of your comfort zone, because anything outside of your comfort zone almost always is where the magic happens. Lesson number 3, just because you can't see it does not mean that it is not there. Family, how many things are there in our minds that we know that we want to accomplish? Maybe we can see ourselves in a business. We can see ourselves in a new life. We can see ourselves doing a new thing. Just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. And I always say, family, every single thing is happening behind the scenes. Everything you're doing, every decision you're making, every goal you're setting is taking you closer to get to that thing that you want in your life. But you have to believe it and know, just because you can't see it does not mean that it is not there. Lesson number 4, almost everything is done better when it is done calmly. Y'all, how many decisions have we made based on our emotions, right? And oftentimes, where does that take us? Not in a good place. When you make decisions in a calm mind, when you do things with a calm spirit, you tend to get a better outcome than you would when you're doing it based on emotion or based on something, dealing with a negative energy that you don't necessarily live in on a typical day. It's just a feeling state, right? And I understand that emotions do serve their purpose, but it's not allowing the emotions to overwhelm you. Lesson number 5, you do not have to believe everything that you think. You don't. Sometimes we get these thoughts in our heads that tell us to do certain things and make certain decisions. And family, just because you think it does not mean it's true. It doesn't. A lot of times our minds are playing tricks on us. Lesson number 6 that I learned from the wise. If nothing changes, then nothing changes, right? If nothing changes, then nothing changes. We have to be the ones in our own lives to create the change that we are seeking, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. Lesson number 7 that I learned. People don't see things the way they are. People see things the way they are. Our perspectives from where we stand is exactly how we see a thing. Lesson number 8. All of us are self-made, but only the successful will admit it, right? Who wants to admit that their life is where it is because of their own doing, right? Who wants to take responsibility and accountability for their failures? Most people don't. But it's the successful person that can say, you know what? Everything is my fault. I am directly responsible for what happens in my life. I am where I am in my life based on the things that I've done in my past and the decisions I've made and are currently making. Lesson number 9. There are 3 kinds of people in life. Those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those that don't know what happened. And I learned, family, when you want to make things happen, you have to change your behaviors. You have to change your strategies in order to reinvent your life. So it all starts with making a decision to change. Lesson number 10, average is the enemy and success is your responsibility. So many of us fall into mediocrity, meaning we wake up, we do the same things that we did the day before. We think the same thoughts that we thought yesterday, essentially making our yesterday our today. So we can't think anything new and we can't do anything new in our day because we're not opening the space in our minds and our bodies to create something new. But success is our responsibility. Again, stepping outside of that comfort zone, making a decision to do something new and different. That is when change truly happens for your life. That's when you elevate. And lesson number 11, it is okay to let go of what you had in mind. Sometimes, we say things like, I'm 50 and I'm not where I need to be. I'm 40 and I have no children. I'm 30 and I'm not married. I'm 20 and I'm not successful. I'm 70 and I haven't made it. We spend so much time thinking about what our lives should be and what our lives should look like. And we don't realize and understand that everything happens in the time that it's supposed to. Of all of the books that I've read, of all of the wisdom that I've learned, I come to the understanding that we have to let go of what we had in mind. Meaning, we set our goals, we set our intentions, and then we have to find a way to not be married to the outcome, right? Because the outcome is going to be what it is. But when we set our goals and we set our intentions, we let it go and know and trust that what will be, and everything will happen for us in the time that it's supposed to. So family, I hope these 11 lessons that I shared with you can help you and inspire you to read more books, gain more wisdom, gain more knowledge, and more importantly, just really apply this to your life so that you can become a better person. Stay inspired.